projecting him to land?
It's a great question. You know, running backs, obviously from an NFL draft standpoint, we these days may get one.
I hear they don't matter anymore.
Yeah, they don't matter, right? Exactly. You're becoming one of the club now. You're becoming an indoctrinated member here. There's this whole question about first round value, but I think for the case of special backs, especially in the later end of round one, those are mostly second round talents. Most teams only have 15 to 20 true first round grades on their board. I think he has a chance to creep into the back end of round one, early round two. And the team that I'd love to see him personally with, I don't know it'll quite work out because they have other needs, but Pittsburgh Steelers, I suspect they're going to move on from James Conner. You know, you kind of need that. I don't particularly love Benny Snell, even though I like his style and I thought he'd be a better player coming out of college. I've maybe soured on him a little bit. I know they took McFarland, who's a little bit of a different player, but he just seems like a Pittsburgh player. And I could see him being, a legend there. I mean, I could see him absolutely being beloved by the Steeler faithful, and I think they have a need at the position.
It is interesting because Pittsburgh has, after free agency especially, all the holes to fill. There's a lot of rebuilding to do, so they could be all over the board. I do have them getting a running back, though. It's not Harris. Instead, I am, and this isn't just about the reunion with Tua, would love to see him go to Miami. Myles Gaskin, I mean, clearly Coach Flo wants his running back, or is willing to have a workhorse running back who is the RB1 and does not live in some sort of RBBC, right? And Myles Gaskin touched the ball an average of, 17 times per game. Myles Gaskin did, and then when he went out, the other Husky, Sylvan Ahmed, was the RB1 with no questions asked. So I think that especially when given the exposure that Coach Flo had over the Senior Bowl practice time and the kind of truncated, weird season that we've had in terms of exposure or ability to expose yourself, that matters much more. Maybe there was more emphasis placed on the Senior Bowl. And so I would like him to land in Miami. And if he did, by the way, I think you're right that he can make an immediate impact. I would definitely draft him. I think he'd probably be a second round pick for fantasy managers, likely to earn himself 15 to 17 touches per game immediately.